Hello, hi there, gorgeous Aries. I do hope that you are all well. My name is Bella, and welcome to my channel. Most people know me as Bella, the Secret Psychic, which means this is your love horoscope for August 2019. But I'm not a tarot reader, I am a psychic, and so I channel the information from my spirit guides to help you navigate this month. Just a quick announcement before I crack on with your reading. Your September YouTube videos will be a little late because for most of August and a part of September, I will be in the United States. My services will still be available in part, but all the information about that will be just down below. So let us crack on, shall we, guys, with your horoscope for this month. As I'm just looking at it, just slightly overviewing it with my guides, it looks like it's a good month. There's definitely new beginnings. So that's a very key word they want to use. That you do start the beginning of August feeling victorious. There's definitely a new beginning, that all your hard work is paid off from the previous months, and that you start this month feeling really confident. So I would say that some of you, this probably happened at the end of July, but you definitely start the first week feeling like, yes, romantically, you got, all your hard work is paid off, that you're starting something new. So again, you could have got over disagreements. You could have been separated from your ex. You've done some hard work. You're back together. It could be that you've been single and been trying hard to go about not being single in a different way. It just works out. Whatever your circumstances, you start the first week with something new. Even if you're with somebody old, it's going to feel newer because you communicate differently, or you're doing things, or you've got different plans and a different direction. It's newer. Don't see it as the same way it's going to be. And particularly if you had in July with the retrograde a bit of a dodgy time, it feels like it was very necessary, because it seems like in your first week it puts you on the right path for things improving vastly. So things get better a whole lot in your first week. First 2 weeks, I mean, it's pretty much most of the month, for being honest with you. I get you, some of you will be signing leases with each other. So you'll either be getting mortgages together, you'll be renting together, maybe for the first time. I get here that my guides are saying this is a love reading, but there's new beginnings in all things. Some of you get new work, new money, new promotions. And why that's being drawn into the love is because then it kind of bolsters the love. If you're feeling better about who you are, your income, your finances, it seems to trickle into the connection. You can spend more money on yourself, on the partnership. You can afford certain things like moving, bigger houses, mortgages. Just dating in general. You can have, dating's not cheap. Being able to have the resources to be able to do that helps all with everything. A very quick but unusual thing just to say, if you are an Aries who is dating or in a long-term relationship with a Piscean, and it came out heavily in Pisces, but it seems to be key that if you're an Aries and a Piscean, you super have to watch your fertility. If you don't want to be pregnant with your Piscean significant other, be careful, because it's shown that in particular your star signs are fertile right now. If you are wanting that, that's a positive. Just know in this month, if you're an Aries wanting to grow your family with your Piscean partner, good, especially the first 2 weeks of August. Good to know. Random one, but it's come in this reading, and it was in the Piscean one too, but actually they didn't specify a sign in particular. You guys seem to be extra fertile. So first couple of weeks, it's good. Again, work influences seem to increase finances, which help with the way that you can invest into the relationship in a financial sense. I know it shouldn't matter, but it does sometimes for certain things to progress, which then aid it. Again, some of you could be looking to start a new family. Then we get into the kind of third week. Again, I have to say, some of you, like you're doing stuff in the relationship to build it. It feels very, very much that a lot of you, when you say you're going to move, particularly if you're renting, it happens straight away, or perhaps that person moves in with you, or you move in with them, because I get you kind of unpacking boxes and, starting to put your mark on a place, but with the other person. And even if it's not that, even if you're not planning to move in, it feels to me again that you are sowing some kind of seeds with somebody, you know, in some kind of tangible way. You might share a dog, or you might get a kitten, or you might, I don't know, like get a car loan out together. Like you're doing something together that it feels secure, because it means that you're both saying to each other there's a long-term investment with each other with this. And again, they keep bringing up the references again around babies, because obviously sowing the seeds literally in terms of what you could be creating. So just be aware, Aries, that you're a little bit fertile, particularly if you're with a Piscean. Just be careful if you don't want it, but don't be careful if you do want it. What else is there? So yeah, and again, a lot of things coming through. Again, this is love reading, but a lot of things coming through for you when it comes to your work really taken off. So a lot I'm going sidetracking, but it does seem to be relevant to how things improve in your love life. That in the third week, if some of you have been going for promotions or been looking to change job, it happens for you in the month. You may already know it, and that's when you're going to start. That's when you're going to start in around the third to fourth week of the month. And again, it has a knock-on effect to your well-being, your happiness, and then how you interact with others on a personal level, particularly your romantic side. If I'm being honest with you, most of this month feels like it is steady, growing, developing, doing things that build in long-term resilience, that you feel secure in your mindset with the other person. If you're single, again, first couple of weeks, best time to date, because that person seems to be important to having a longer term connection where you can build those same things in. As we get to the end of the month, I feel like it's coming across that you need a bit of a break. So there's either that you are going to have a break, or you will feel like having a break, holiday. It's coming across as needed. That some of you, again, because of your hard work with the relationship and then hard work with securing this job, you know, that you need some sort of break. Now, some of you who are literally starting the job in the third or fourth week, means that you might not be able to literally do that, but try to do things in terms of, particularly if you're starting the first week, you may feel fatigued because you've got information overload. So just go to bed early at night, do nothing on the weekends, you know, just like take your breaks when you need to. Don't over push yourself, because again, that sort of thing will trickle into your relationship. If you then are feeling overtired, you'll feel snippy and snipey and all that kind of stuff. But overall, it's a good month for you guys. It doesn't seem like it's just love, you know. There's a many, and it's not happened in any other star sign where it's coming in saying it's not just love, it's all things, but all those things then impact then the happiness that's bubbling away in your personal connections as well. So I do hope that's been helpful, and I'll be back again in September with your next reading. Take care.